I have no idea what the hell just happened, but my stream just ended. Fascinating. I get and 100 people watching, nobody subscribed. Fan-fucking-tastic. What's up, everybody? It's Prof.Ky. And I don't know what the fuck just happened, but my last stream ended by itself.
Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device, and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please.
My stream died. My people are gone. Oh.
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though, in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Good, good. Place the antidote into the slot here. I'll insert it into the air filtration system. That will cycle it throughout the area and cure all afflicted. When backup arrives and releases me, I'll run a tally of all here who survived. Not to boast, but I'd say this wildly dangerous experimental agent was quite effective. You can be sure that management and I will see it's put to good use. I may even get a promotion off this. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your action. I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession, be seeing you.
Well, sadly I killed everybody, so that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I killed everybody. Ooh. Okay.
Huh. Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you.
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later.
Oh, look, another
after you
voice
two
actor that's
confabulate.
familiar.
And/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Apologies, but I don't believe I should be discussing such matters. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear.
Prosperity. Disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it.
I had a nightmare that the matriarch didn't give us the paradigm. And we were left to scramble for purpose and profit to inform on a neighbor is a
May the
blessing.
Sovereign guide you.
It says. I'm still waiting for a few thank yous.
And lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm benevolence.
Apologies, this unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
Enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the protectorate. We're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes arise. We know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons or the base individual.
So many guns. Golly.
Within choice. Don't fret. The system is resilient. The system abides. But now
regardless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us sociologically. So they've started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can.
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. You haven't heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly a number of our subjects drowned. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up. So some drank tainted water, which is not good. All right.
This is all going perfectly according to the paradigm, I guess.
My body is... Is now a bad time to report myself for mental refreshment? I wouldn't want to be in again.
Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of perfect symmetry.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames.
It really does.
Human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and collapse of community led to terrible suffering. Had the firm benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted.
A meticulous marvel where, if each of us does our
I don't think I want to dismantle their clean water source.
Feeling distracted.
I don't think I want to do that.
The job. Mental training centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses.
You walked in here. Good. Because we've got more of... You have a number of... Took a while for our water purifier to catch up. So some drank tainted water. All right.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
My body is covered in burns acquired in battle during the attack. The only relief I have is when I can jump in the water and float over my former house.
And the sovereign embodies and executes human society constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of to terrible suffering. Poor tears didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames.
We're sovereign really together.
I inhaled so much dust and debris during the attack.
Matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich...
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded my house.
To govern it, the matriarch working with and through the sovereign devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can even the most robust ecosystem, like those meddlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Anti's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient.
Injuries detected. How may this unit assist you, Commander? Present. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit...
Same as ever, but prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
The Matrix... Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the... That part always hits me directly. Did I? Not again. Oh, this? It's a birthmark, skin condition, both. Say, it is widely known. Why? A plot point.
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
Well, you appear to be far more fluent with... If you were a Sentinel, in any case...
Defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrination.
The Outlander I spoke with before. What brings you back around?
Whew. I can usually tell when a fella's up.
Our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Greetings! However, I may offer you a limited initiating.
level of social order. Wow. Because the matriarch herself.
Greetings! However, I may offer you a initiating.
Executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and community led to terrible suffering. Didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the protector.
This looks like the place. No, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Niles.
Howdy, Zeb. You look... well.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say, you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting...
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra? Fuck! It's all coming apart.
For any of y'all that were watching the last stream, part 2, which just randomly ended, I do apologize. For whatever reason, the stream just magically ended. But I will say this, if something like that ever occurs again, and you want to continue watching this series, please do subscribe. That way you can be alerted, notified when I'm streaming next.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the Consul. Do you always put your hands on other people's things?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Quickly. I have to prepare for other contingencies, should the worst come to pass.
You're missing the part where you...
I'd like to help, but I fear I lack the supplies at the...
I always put my hands on other people's stuff.
Ready to take the heat off. I'm the one you need to worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you. And I'll take care of him, Commander.
Advise its now. Emergency protocols ready.
Man, this flashlight sucks. Oh, shotgun part. Those are fucking bullets in this skin.
Guns cocked and loaded.
As indicated.
You lot shouldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. I'm at it.
So much goodies. Oh my goodies. Another high security loot box. Because that's the thing. Holy fucking purple cereal, man. Golly, dude. Holy fuck. Golly. Gotta tell people you're not obsessed. It's even in the toilet.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprack race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the crabbles skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
If each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the
Look who's back.
resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job.
The Outlander I spoke with before. Why, that's wonderful. Others in Westport, a reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials. Why, they are certainly inspiring. There's this one character who just laughs at danger. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret, I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets. If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
Record states as follows. All
Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her. That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang. Oh, did you have another mission in mind? One of course.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the patriarch herself designed it.
Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? And if I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Ugh, my uncle's child. That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend... Oh, did you have another... Of course. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? If I am not the person for... Ugh, my uncle's child. I possess an overabundance of both qualities, honestly. Of course.
We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
You are the raw
Hey there,
material for
go-getter.
perfection. From the lowliest
Why,
subject
hello
to the
again.
most
Any new business to discuss? Involving, of course.
the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the
I had a nightmare that the matriarch didn't gift us the paradigm, and we were left to scramble for purpose and profit.
resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system lies, but now...
This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation. Farewell.
Lockpick level 5. Woo!
Greetings. It is my esteemed... But where are my manners? Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Why does this man sound like Jacob?
I beg to differ. Those walls have stood for over a century and would easily have stood for another, were it not for Auntie's greed and envy, and explosives. Our society was built from the bedrock up, through the vision of our matriarch. Due to her genius, the structure of our society is perfect, planned down to the last subject. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all. Unlike those corporate colonies, where it's every person for themselves.
Never mind, he doesn't sound like Jacob. He sounds like Jacob's boyfriend from Borderlands.
Constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible...
Obviously, there was some sort of betrayal from within. Even a perfect society has its malcontents, and selfish consumerism is an alluring drug for weak minds. But consider all we've achieved that others have not. Why, we've even eradicated manual labor through our perfection of automechanicals. Can aunties claim such?
We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful.
I will not speak of them. I dislike even doing so indirectly. That brings me to a matter I'd like to discuss with you, actually. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram the mech, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts. Oh, you failed to hear the loudspeakers on the way in? The announcement we're obliged to repeat incessantly. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of these fine indecent... If I can return the settlement to the arbiters might see fit to penalize only me. commute the other's sentences. Hence my use of the term, I owe it to every single person here to try. That's abundantly kind of you. Though there must be something I can offer.
$1 million.
Enough to lead and inspire those who work there. Once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask? Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
Boy.
Farewell now.
The paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle
Hello.
of social
Come
order.
here often.
Why?
Goodbye.
Because the
This unit, enjoy our banter.
and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly
Loots.
out of balance. Individuals
Wow, this is the biggest bathroom I've ever seen.
and a lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor tears didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them.
Loots.
Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury.
Stranger?
A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation.
We have community, purpose, time, and recreation. Oh boy. Where am I going? Oh no.
Sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous.
Look, everybody, a pool.
Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything.
Everybody, another pool.
Prudence dictates we take.
Look who's back. Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, glad. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. I mean, all the underlying subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. But I am happy to help the system abide any way I am able. Still going on about sending a message, is she? Despite what she thinks, you'll find no traitors here. We're just trying to survive best we can. Experiencing failure in the midst of catastrophe does not.
I know the voice actor now. I know it. It's Colt from fucking Days Gone. It's that dude. It took me a minute. Took me a minute to figure out.
Now that you mention it, he has been acting rather funny.
Took me a minute.
Always looking over his shoulder and such. We're off toward Fairfield with a gleam in his eye. Quite frankly, wouldn't be surprised if you might find something untoward in that abode of his. But you didn't hear it from me.
I knew I recognized the voice.
You still haven't answered
somewhere.
my question. Checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet?
Bro, I just asked.
Outside.
Just answer that.
Keep informing on your neighbors.
Man's name, the man's Colt from freaking Days Gone.
Extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
The first settlement that you go to and they steal your bike from you.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job?
Oh, I don't have a waypoint all the way up there. That's bad. So, how y'all doing? some reason nobody likes the chat. It's sad. What about this thing? Why is it green? Aha! Xanium grenades.
There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Aha! Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. True enough, but I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt. Unless I missed my guess. The center is... Say, you don't work for Antes, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence. Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, yes and no. Which has made sort... Nor the troopers who should have been escorting this. These were No! Some other unfortunate fate has befallen them. Like what?
I have made xanthium grenades. What is that? Is that a crab? More crabs down there. I don't like crabs. Crabs are bad. Come, my friends, we're off. Why am I so fast?
Commander.
Body found. No shit shot.
Engaging combat protocol.
Once we arrive at the Automech facility, we'll unload and begin cataloging the state of the various Automechs.
Are you recording the drive? Cadet, I do not believe this is what the Sergeant intended by documenting the process. Here, allow me to handle it. Now where's the off switch? Boyd, we're being bombed! Disembark! Lose formation to the beach, double time! We can take shelter in the rocks! Praise the Sovereign. We made it. Halt! Everyone quiet. What's that clacking noise? Oh, shit! Yes! Form defensive perimeter type 14A!
Oh, they died. It didn't last too long. They went. Died of crabs. Yeah, herpes. Get open. Well, there's nothing else there. Well, be on my way.
Who goes there?
It is
By
I.
orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak.
Of course you do.
Definitely the second one. But it's like the Marshal says, in war, evacuation is not an option.
Bruh.
One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
But I like breaking the law. I'm gonna save. And save in like 2 hours. Explodies. More explodies. Oh.
Outsider?
Outsider. Outsider.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
So many goodies and I can't have any. Curious on how you'd break into here if you weren't you didn't get what you needed. I sort of want to go in there, but I'm scared that there's no exit. No, tally ho. What the hell was that? I could really armor if I wanted to. These guys are gonna be wondering, it's like, what the hell happened here? Fell in a hole. Imagine if there's bombs on the side of this and I just walked over one. Oh man's nuts. He's jumping on everything. I found a bootin'. I wonder where a bootin' go.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince? What a relief. In here I thought myself dismissed as a loon. Well, I speak of the... You must have spied those nefarious Crabble. No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army. You... no, stranger. Thank you. Remain strong, and together we will outlast the Crabble.
Okie dokie. Everybody is fucking crazy in this game. I've not met a sane person yet. That man believes Crabbles are humans. Wowie. I can't even talk to this man.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal...
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival right before our...
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here, auguring the impending doom.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged. Nay, I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it. We may or may not have what you need. Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak. I wouldn't... The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is... Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. There is a nominal risk that the automechs will act impulsively.
Marshal, should they go berserk, we may well be turning...
Then perhaps you...
Montelli?
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your look.
I want to take this shit so bad.
Ambient Zurich, state your business. This unit was engineered to...
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally trying out my automechanic...
Command not...
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode.
All where...
Sorry.
Lull detected. Conversational staff...
Does that one compute...
Affirmative. Initiating commerce.
Initiating commerce. Oh, gosh. Ooh. Ooh. Hover drone, a pet for your ship, automatically sent to your kennel upon purchase. What the fuck? What are these shock things use? Use to power shock weapons and automated technology. Okie dokie.
Oh, name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies? Talk to my friend, the quartermech. You'd think that trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently. As a matter of fact, yes. Recently, when the crates by the wall got too high, it began stacking supplies on the catwalk above.
Protectorate automechanicals feature advanced construction but low adaptability. Fall-throughs and its logic assembly.
Logic can be a funny thing, you understand. One misstep can have the most peculiar result. Doubtful. Zerania, the quartermech is my responsibility. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search.
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for a thorough grid search of the premises, Commander. Those parts are bound to turn up somewhere.
Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Re. Delphinia. Anyway, she's best of luck in your.
Fascinating. Oh, I leveled up. Sweet. Ooh. I've only seen one place where I can get this. Scrabbles. Yeah, sweet. Your model weapons deal bonus damage, increasing with your engineer skill. 10% damage with model weapons. It's by 1 per skin. I can hack automechs. That'd probably be a bonus right there.
See you soon, I hope.
Easily distracted. When leveling, you can only add skill points into your lowest non-zero skill or any skill you have no points in already. +1 points gained per level. I want to do it so badly. Raise skills faster, though it's hard to ever maximize any particular one. I do though. It says non-zero skill. Or any skill you have no points in already.
And now, the latest word on
Sure, why not?
Protectorate products.
Flawed? What the hell? Life hasn't been easy for you, but you learned to power through any of your disadvantage and come out better. This flaw drastically changes the experience and is not recommended for your first playthrough. Facts. Flaws must be accepted, but you gain an extra perk point every 5 levels. This bonus is retroactive. No. Stop it. Get some help. This one here. This one here.
Wow, a closet with nothing in it. Oh boy. So glad I went in it.
I hear people. I don't see people. Compass, ring.
Nobody will ever notice.
What's this? It's a weapon mount.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Good, okay.
You brainless bot!
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. Don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
I'm glad that's... Whether or not you're able to... Uranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution. Lest I follow my predecessor. What it needs is stable, consistent leadership. And I can't be that. What else would disrupt the harmony of... Uranium wreaks havoc on automechanicals. Further damage soon occurred. True, the facility was disrupted, but it was not undone. When disorder looms its ugly head, the Protectorate relies on its people to maintain the old... Now, their burden is mine.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure? Amplifier requisition? The Marshal is under... If even a single automech steps out of line, I'd say it's guaranteed. The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of... Hazel should get you sorted. She's right between the barracks and the main gate. Can't miss her.
Seeing Zeb again went different than I expected. Not that I had high hopes for tears and confetti, but damn. That's appreciated. Maybe I ought to apologize straight away. But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed. That's fair. Anyway, was there anything else you needed? Sure.
brings you to this fine... Stay true, outsider.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
Oh, yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for... Now, what is it you want? Ah, our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device... Assist me, and you'll get more... Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas? One and the same. That building took the brunt of the... I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities... So, what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm. Yes, quite right. And let me tell you, it was astoundingly difficult to dial in the resonance. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of a... Good, good, wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to... Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Merely activate the device once it's in. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions? Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the... Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance... Well, of course, obviously... To that, if you suffer prolonged exposure, assuming you survive, see our local medical officer next door. She is... I believe that covers all the... Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look...
Not sure we should get any closer.
Outsider?
My little minion. I trust you until...
Little minion, she calls me. She called me a minion. I shall kill her for that. How dare you call me a minion? You're not a minion.
Warning. Agent. Irreparable damage to lungs imminent. Exit the gaseous cloud immediately.
I'm not a minion.
Were you successful? I have tests that can be started immediately, and none the worse for wear. For the most part, I set up an autodock just in case any of my samples broke containment. Feel free to claim should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination. Visit the now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. Capital deduction! Where have you been all my career? You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. You guessed correctly. Our chief mechanist was rather hostile to the idea. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. Good. Failing that, one last thing. Well...
Owie.
Yes? She and I have been over. Please understand. The original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't. If you're really so desperate, you can track down our second Dragoon. Damn thing wandered up the coast and hasn't been seen. I'd have sent someone to retrieve it myself, but Dragoons are stubborn when their instructions are unclear. First, that would undoubtedly destroy the catalytic amplifier. Second, everyone here would turn their guns on you. Believe me, good hunting.
Yippee!
Yeah, my Yankees.
Commencing combat-related activities.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Yahoo!
Well, any closer to obtaining... Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how... With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his... Don't thank me. Just do...
What can I do for you this time? I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth, seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget. Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the and be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse. Don't worry about Woodrow. Yes, there is. That shouldn't stop us, but it...
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Oops. I didn't fix the gas leak. I made it worse. I couldn't back out. They wouldn't let me. Fucking ridiculous.
Get the water in, I'll take care of it, Commander. I'm the one you need to worry about. Come at me.
I worry Zeb's in over his head with all of this. Sure.
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
Rectification required.
Unless you plan on conjuring ammo from the Aether, we ought to get the crafting some.
First the attack, then there's Iranian. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
I hope you brought me good news, outsider. At last, the tide is shifting. Today, we fix our automechanicals. Tomorrow, you've done us a great service, stranger. We confiscated them from the corpses of the scouts who attempted to infiltrate this facility a few weeks back. Perhaps you're right. Now I can show our chief mechanist that he was wrong, and a little Zeranium poisoning won't do those automechs any harm.
1,000 beats.
Hello again, stranger. Know that you were all... Thanks to your intervention, the facility is back. While I trust that Brigadier Montelli has everything well in hand, loyalty and instinct run. No matter. My unease.
Welcome. Glad to have you back. All right, Well, he's under construction. Come to me for any supplies you might need. The roof. In retrospect, the problem is I'll have that tinkered on shortly. And you're welcome to keep the automech parts. Glad to oblige.
Ooh, shock barrel.
Being this close to... Anyway. Need something, Command? Sure.
I can have explosive. Ooh, I can have explosive and shock. You're kidding, right? Well, I assisted my enemy.
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous
Outside.
due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage.
I had a nightmare that the matriarch didn't gift us the paradigm. And we were left to scramble for purpose and profit like
Outsider? Well, look who it is. What is it? That is most excellent. Please, hand them over.
Everyone knows.
Sincerest thanks. Now, we had what you outsiders call a deal. I promised you a means past the bridge and a way inside the Vox relay. There is wreckage from a crashed ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the Vox relay's main gate. Tell me, do you already have Protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew them as. The official title is Personal Plasma Thrusters, I suppose. No, but we have an outpost up at Spire Grove. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox relay. While most Sentry second-class laymen. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It saved many lives.
Nutritious and plentiful. We have everything.
The Vox relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law.
We're all in this together.
Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox relay. Conscript him with the writ. And this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message Superior. We cannot allow any of that to happen. Good, good. Here, I may not survive to see what occurs. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can. To check in on my people and see how they fare. That's all I have. Farewell now.
Glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. More than ever, we must all...
Purple berry crunch. Accept no imitation. K lets you know it's authentic. Now with 110% of your daily...
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Let them simmer in their cells first.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income?
Yeah, I shouldn't have picked that one. Fuck. Oh, I got 3 points though. 3 points though. Itchy, itchy, itchy. I mean, I guess there's 3 points. See, they still haven't fixed the hologram that I broke.
I don't much appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever not made a go of a job for you, huh? Ain't so sure you want to work for this imbecile friend.
Bad Trooper Sealong, no mind. How has your progress been? Have you acquired? Excellent! I'm pleased that someone in my employ can be relied upon.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make... If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now. That's sure...
Please pay this disgruntled...
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot.
It most assuredly is not this.
So you say. But Auntie's choice ain't... If you're serious about that job...
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. But I suppose that is... The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold and to ensure my future. The second is my operation in Westport. Certainly. A bandage on a gushing wound. Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion, though a handful of Protectorate Yeasayers still cling to it. My plan requires their conversion. Yes, it is a grim place. But the Protectorate hangers-on who remain there are Converting Westport's subjects will teach us much about the Protectorate mind. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no... Westport represents a challenge. The challenge presented by the majority of the Protectorate. Fairfield citizenry were given ample incentive, but the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk death for their ideals and cannot be swayed by the lights of Fairfield. If I can convert them, I can convert anyone. Shh, not so loud. The hat can tell when you're questioning it. The people of Westport don't trust me. How can they? I cannot help these people achieve salvation until I know what it is they yearn for. You are a third party. You're presumably trustworthy. I need you to act on my behalf. Perhaps? The kit contains a wide variety of tools, propaganda, equipment, and more than a few confectionaries. Slather on a bit of elbow grease and you'll certainly succeed. I'm sure there are kindred spirits in Westport. No one wholly resists.
I don't wanna.
That is a shame. I hope you change your mind.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna convert them, man.
All done in there? Hope that little dust up back there. I'd like to take you up on... If you help me fix... And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's choice. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Doc Tinsley worked with Graffs for some time before she came to Fairfield.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship.
Acknowledged.
After you.
Protectorate folk feel about all these little rifts?
Auntie insists they're the next big money-making opportunity.
You're back. Why? Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you? Nah, it's only a crime if you get caught. And you only get caught if you cause enough trouble. So long as you respect their boundaries, keep the right palms greased. But since the original crew we sent here couldn't handle those 3 simple rules, it does so happen I have an opening for a well-paid accomplice. Interested? Wonderful. Your jib is exactly the kind of cut we could use right now. And I've got a whole cartridge of bits. I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal outside the systems most folk are confined.
You can trust them. We make under-the-table deals with them all the time.
We're the best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it, sell it, move it? We've got someone to do it for you. Oh, isn't that just wonderful? I had no suspicion when you walked through my door that you'd help resolve the last of the morass Paradise Island has become for us. And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardos's terminal and scrub. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some bits, and the friendship of Sub Rosa all over the system. You get me? And I'll be waiting here with your bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Spare me such timid drivel. We needn't waste time bandying. Of course, I know why you're really here. You have come to exact retribution for our larceny at your greenhouse. The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength than you suppose. This hunger is a momentary distraction, nothing more. If you are conniving for—
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it? You've got me there. Nothing enigmatical about a trio of Protectorate stowaways.
The more I listen to you invaders blathering, the more convinced I become of the need—
Not very copacetic, are you folks?
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate pet. I would sever my own hands at the wrist, rather than a generous offer. But we prefer to This was...
Take him out!
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. A small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish. I lost a... friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish. She was. Yeah. Oh, that feels good to say aloud, even if it hurts too. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers, especially in the same division. Supposedly compromises our decision-making in the field. But I digress. Thanks for your help, and for listening to my languishments. Glad someone else might remember her now, too.
Okay, everybody. If you enjoy my content so far, if you're enjoying this live stream so far, don't forget to subscribe. That way you can, come back next time that I'm live. Be notified as well.
I'm practically a detective now. Wonder what other mysteries around here need solving.
Well, this is done.
Hello again. Oh, Inez. You look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated trip teas. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's Choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you. That is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scarily friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try...
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more.
Despite your insinuation, there are plenty of good folk around here. But perhaps not many with Doc's...
I understand your reservation, but I do care deeply for all my patients. Inez has attested to it. And so can Copernicus here, when he is freshly fed. Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimen. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by Protectorate scientists.
I know where that is.
I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machine.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average Crabble. Meaner and smarter, too.
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
This is hardly worth the effort of a response, dear, but I might remind you that Raptidons are not native to this land. Now listen close. When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know a formula that may suffice.
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours. Yes, though I would recommend a kit. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Law guide you both out there.
Fascinating. Or I can kill a skeleton, or I can kill a matriarch. Choices, choices, choices. Game. Anti can suck it, because I don't like anti.
Yeah, you'd be. What do you need this time? Good eye. If things had turned out differently, it might be someone else standing here. You got your wires crossed. Dropship piloting's one of the safest jobs in Auntie's choice, according to Auntie's survey on career safety. Ranks high in satisfaction. And anyway, business is all. What do you need this time? Now there's an odd request. Wait one rapt gone moment. Did Miss Galloway put you up to this? She asked me for terminal access not even a fortnight ago. I can't for the life of me adduce a reason as to why a greenhouse manager would be interested in military inventory. What kind of plants are we growing in there? I'm not sure why she didn't just tell me that in the first place. Well, we don't want an infiltrator exploiting any of our systems. Key card to access the terminals, right here on the boxes beside me. Feel free to nab it. Yeah, you'd be. What do you need this time?
Hello again. You get that inventory issue so how grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before. And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose?
Okay, is that all the quests this is here? It is. Super cooling, now deals frost, now deals. La, 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 la. Alright, guys. I am going to bed because I got work in about 6 hours. So, if y'all enjoyed my content, my stream, please do give a like, please do subscribe, and stay tuned because tomorrow I might be streaming again. Depends on how I feel. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a good night, because I am going to bed.